Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Saturday morning training. This is Gregory Mascari up here in Bozeman, Montana, or for you folks up in Canada, down here in Bozeman, Montana. And good morning, Judy, my co-host and co-trainer here. Hi, Judy.
Hi, Gregory. Good morning. Good morning.
Good. So today, every Saturday morning, we're covering one of our 4-step proven plan of action steps. Prepare, share, care, and enroll. And this is week number 3. We took a week off. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday weekend last weekend and last Monday. And so we're back on track here. And this is week 3 and step 3 on sharing. So Judy and I are going to just talk about how to share the products, how to share the business. We're in the people business, but we have wonderful products and wonderful business that we do that with. So good morning, Judy, and thanks for joining us. A couple hours later for you, it's still 9 a.m. here and 11 o'clock up there in Canada time?
Always a good time to do a nitty-gritty live younger training.
Yes, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again. And welcome, welcome, welcome. So hopefully all of you are familiar with Nitty Gritty 101. It's a wonderful resource and a foundational cornerstone in our Live Younger success system. And it's the brainchild of beloved Judy Daniels up there, who saw all the pieces of the puzzle coming together, but they were in so many different places. She pulled them all together and created Nitty Gritty 101. And Judy, Robin and I, every morning we wake up and we say a prayer of gratitude to you for all the work you've done here to make this available for everyone in the Live Younger community.
It was truly a labor of love. I enjoyed every minute of it, and I'm glad it's turning out to be useful, thanks to everything that you and Robin have created, which is the substance of Nitty Gritty 101.
Yeah, and just for those of you that are new, success leaves clues. And also I found over the years that systems duplicate and a lot easier than people do. And many of us try and duplicate other people and just be yourself, but use our system. And this Live Younger, the Nitty Gritty 101 is a cornerstone of our success system, as I said. And today we're just going to move right over to the sharing section. And we're going to talk about sharing, which is step 3 in our proven plan of action. Prepare. Well, gosh, I'm way off. It's step 2. I've been calling it step 3 all morning. We're in step 2. We're in the sharing phase. So just don't try and duplicate me.
You have to have a sense of humor to be in network marketing.
If you can't laugh at yourself, you shouldn't laugh at anybody else, right?
Yes.
So we're going to talk about sharing today, and this is the sharing section. We're going to walk through it kind of quickly. This doesn't have to be a long training because really this is a simple business, and we've tried to keep it simple and keep it duplicatable. So we're going to talk to you about how to share. We're going to briefly overview words at work. We're going to talk about Ron Rabin's gifting story and what to say when you meet someone new. And then there's a few documents that we're going to go over, this gifting support documents and executive summary.
And we added a couple more this morning, didn't we? So
we did. We added.
Yes, I just didn't put that up at the top, but I will.
Well, they are the gifting support documents.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you covered me. Thank you.
So, the cornerstone of our sharing is our daily method of operation. And we went through that quite a bit last week, on our last call. And I really encourage everyone to become familiar with the daily method of operation. That is the first step to getting your new person into action. And you'll notice in the distributor welcome letter, which you can find here in the distributor section, we have now created our new getting our quick start guide, okay? Quick start checklist, and built right within it, step 2 is our simple daily method of operation. Okay, so we're going to talk about that a little bit more today and drill down into that. And then we're going to talk about words that work. So in a nutshell, our proven plan of action is, I'm just going to leave it right here. It's, and I'm going to blow that up a little bit so everyone can see. It's 6 simple steps. Connect with your targeted candidates, pique their interest with either a catchphrase, historic breakthrough in affordable stem cell technology, or an X39 success story. It's like, anybody that's listened to me on a call knows that my success story is Robin's success story because her success story is more impactful than mine. Okay. She put an X39 on the back of her neck and 7 days later, her knee stopped hurting. So go figure. And a lot of people are going to relate to that because a lot of folks that are moving on in life have some little knee and elbow and joint issues. And one of the things we do is offer the X39 sample, send them the 3-minute video before we send the sample. And that kind of keys into the system where it starts alerting you when they watch the video, so they're engaged. And one of the things that we've talked about, and we've refined this a little bit, is when you start up a new person, the first person they should send a video to is you. So if I were just enrolling you today, Judy, I'd walk you through the quick start checklist, and I'd encourage you to download the app. I'm kind of jumping around here, and I'd have you send a sample video to me. And if I don't get a video from you, that's a clue that you didn't engage. And I'm going to follow up with you and say, did you have a chance to download the app? I didn't see a video from you yet. Oh, yes, I was going to do that. Yeah, well, let's do that now. In fact, I'll stay on the phone with you while you do it. And it's really fun. I've done this with people. You get on the phone with them, they download the app and send you a video. You get it right then and there, and you respond, and right then and there, they get the alert. So it's very dynamic, very interactive, and very fun. So I don't know, Judy, if you had that same experience I've had of, actually walking people through the app while you're on the phone with them.
I love doing that while you're right there on the phone, right after they've enrolled, excitement is high. That's when to do it. And I have a distributor who was actually standing in line I think it was grocery store, talking to the person behind them. Up came stem cells. I guess she must have I don't know how she managed to get that topic to come up, but she did in a very natural way. And the woman said, well, gee, I'd like some information about that. And right then and there, this distributor said, well, I'll send you one. What's your cell phone number? Right there in the lineup, she sent it. The woman went, oh my gosh. And she watched it while the distributor was checking out the grocery store. And as she left, she waved back. She said, I'll call you when I get home.
Oh, darn. I thought you were going to say she signed her up in the parking lot.
That would have been quite the story, wouldn't it? But isn't that a dynamic way to do it? And the woman was so impressed with the speed.
We have a high-tech product, and we have a very simple high-tech product. It's compliance is very high because you just peel and stick, right? But we have a very high-tech sharing method, which is just get their phone number and send.
Yes. And this app is very user-friendly.
Mm.
I've had people who say, I'm not a techie person. I don't like apps. They try this and they love the ease of use. I know I certainly found that.
So, now that, the pandemic's kind of getting behind us, I know we're a little bit ahead of you down here in the States and you folks up there in Canada, but, it's like a coming out party. Here in Montana, there's music, on the corners, and, there's concerts going on again, and there's parades. I mean, it's like, you hardly see a mask anymore. It's so refreshing. And so we're able to get out and meet people heart to heart. But the app still works just like that. The grocery store story is classic,
Isn't that wonderful?
It really is. So if you remember just one thing from today's training, it's remember how important it is to become comfortable with the app, and it only works when you use it. So you should be talking to people and sending videos and just following our simple tips on how to pique their interest. If need be, offer them a sample. It's like the lady in the grocery store didn't need to offer a sample. She just said, hey, I'll send you something. And
And you know, Gregory, that reminds me that the process of duplication, which is a key to network marketing, begins from the moment you introduce a phrase about the patch, whether it's a stem cell patch, whether it's historic breakthrough and affordable stem cell tech, however you do it, the training begins right then and there. That's why sending the app so quickly is good for duplication, because people think, I could do this, I can do this. So you never want to become so slick and complicated and unique that people think easy for her to do it. I could never do all that. So that's one of the reasons why I like the app. It's duplicatable from the get-go.
And you know, Judy, probably like myself, over the years, you've seen many companies with very sophisticated marketing systems that only 3 to 5% of the distributors use because it was so complicated.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
Where here, it's like you say, even people that have a kind of technophobic, if they break through the barrier, and again, the best way to break them through that barrier is have them send you a video, because then they send you a video, okay? They get the alert when you watch it, and it's like, whoa, that is, one of the things we talked about is success is not magical, it's mathematical. And what you really should be counting is not how many people you send a video to, how many people did you get to watch the video today?
Yes. Yes. Love that.
That's where the rubber meets the road here, is you getting people to watch the video. We are the messenger, not the message. The videos embody the message. All you have to do is pique their interest and send them the video. And then the next steps kind of fall in place. People self-select themselves. We're not in a convincing business. We're in the sifting and sorting, and people naturally sift and sort after they've watched the videos. Well, I think we could end the training now. This was pretty good stuff, I think, that we shared. I'm just going to zip through what else is in this section here. Judy, you've done such an excellent job. Phil Jones is one of the most talented trainers in the direct selling industry I've ever seen or met. And I haven't met him, but I've seen him a lot. I guess I have met him on some calls that we've done together, but his knowing exactly what to say, magic words that influence people. I really encourage you, pick up a copy of the book. His training video is still in your InTouch app, I believe. And it's a fabulous training. He did a 90-minute keynote a year and a half ago at our January conference in Las Vegas in 2020, and rave reviews by everyone that was there. And maybe like me, you couldn't be there, but you can watch it just as if you were.
He was memorizing. Gregory, could you talk a little bit about the second bullet? Your job is to interrupt people. I know you like that second bullet right there. Why do you like that so much? I mean, you've mentioned it so many times.
I love that phrase, and I learned it from Phil. And as you said, Judy, I share it with almost everybody, because people want to know, okay, I'm joining the business, and what do I do? And it's simply, your job is to interrupt people long enough to get them interested in something they did not previously know existed, i.e. affordable stem cell patch. Most people don't have a clue that exists, as Rob and I did not know it existed until Kai Jacobson, our enroller, gave us a courtesy phone call shortly after the patch was developed, and mentioned affordable stem cell patch to Robin, who was on the verge of going down the pathway of expensive and painful stem cell injections. And the rest, as they say, is history. She started as a customer, had such great results, and that she ended up in the business, and she had such great results, I ended up joining her. Okay. So she really plowed the way for us. But think about that. Your job is just to interrupt people long enough. And that's where the daily method of operation comes in. You connect with people, just going back to this again, you connect with someone, and then you pique their interest about stem cells. And if that doesn't pique their interest, you might just next, go back to the weather, go back to the dogs or the kids or whatever. You're not trying to push it on them, but if they're open, you can pique their interest with a catchphrase or a success story, and then lead them down the evaluation pathway. Another thing I'll say, in addition, your job is first to interrupt them long enough to get them interested in something they did not know previously existed. The next step of your job is to give them enough information to make an informed decision. We are not in the convincing business. We're in the sharing and caring business. And Phil Jones just gives us some magic words to pique their interest and move them down that path of evaluation. We've got a few other things I know, Judy, we wanted to cover. So we'll just scroll through all the wonderful content on the sharing page. And if you want to get inspired, listen to Ron Rabin's gifting success story, because he has really perfected the gifting model. He uses one sample, he uses the sample cards, and he's built a multinational, multi-million-dollar business. It's incredible what Ron, a full-time chimney sweep, doing the business part-time, has been able to do, because he's perfected the art of piquing people's interest and getting them to watch the video. And he never gives a sample until after they watch the video. That's interesting. And that's a clue. So,
and one of those videos, Gregory, gives the perfect presentation every time. So you never need to worry that you might forget to say some important thing, or, I messed up, I didn't tell them about this. 100% of the time, a perfect presentation.
No misrepresenting, no memorization.
Yes.
It's like you could have just started, it's 20 minutes after 9. You could have started at 9 o'clock and you could be building your business by 9:30. I mean,
Yes.
It's that quick and easy, and doing it, as you say, Judy, the perfect presentation 20 minutes after you joined the business. So now this is a little tip from my enroller and all of our upline, Kai Jacobson. He's a 40-year veteran networker, just a very conscious, business professional. And Kai likes to, pique people. He starts out by, hey, where are you from? And listen. And then what do you do? And listen. And what's the next natural thing they're going to ask? And where are you from? And what do you do? And that opens the door for you to begin to pique their interest. And again, you could say, I discovered a historic breakthrough, or I finally found something that helped my wife get rid of the pain in her bone-on-bone knee. It's like, whoa, tell me more. Actually, my wife has a similar problem, or I have a similar problem.
Or I know someone who has a similar problem.
Or I know someone. So, what we've got below now are some gifting support or sharing support documents. Here is the one-page daily method of operation. It's also now included in our quick start checklist. But I want to touch on the gifting support documents, because it's nice to have some support materials if you use the InTouch app and somebody says, yes, I'd like a sample, whether they're local or long distance. I think it's really smart to have some, where did I go? I must have clicked on the wrong button.
Yes.
Share.
There we go.
Okay, we're back where we were a minute ago. Sorry if I'm making anybody dizzy. But
We're
I
good.
think
We're good.
it's really important to have some of these beautiful one patch sample cards or some of these printable documents that we've created that's available for downloading right here at Nitty Gritty. And the first is the Gift of Good Health, which is a simple 2-page document that you could use when you're handing out, giving or mailing somebody a sample. And along with that, many people like adding this Activate Your Stem Cells, a safer way to a healthier you, by Christine Miner, a local friend, and Robin, who wrote this article and actually published it in a local health magazine here in Bozeman, Montana. But Judy, the best part about this article is this image that I just found out this morning.
No, 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 no. It doesn't matter. Let's just talk
Well,
about
it does.
the image.
Robin, that you helped us find this. You found this image, and Robin incorporated it into the article. But I love this image. This is stem cell parental advice. Just think about it. You can be anything you want to be when you grow up.
That stem cell summary, the best summary I've ever heard.
It really is. I mean, that sums it up. Oh,
Yes.
I could be a heart cell. I could be a liver cell. I could be, a finger cell or any cell. And that's the beauty of what we have here with LifeWave. And I know I'm preaching to the choir, but a lot of you are new choir members, right? So this is our song. We activate your stem cells with this breakthrough technology. Now, I do want to mention, because we're in the sharing and caring business, and we're sharing information about the products, we're sharing information about the business. Some people right up front that are going to be business savvy are going to say, wow, is there a business opportunity goes along with this? And if they are, you may include with the gifting card or with the gifting flyers, you may also include the executive summary. And again, that's downloadable right here from Nitty Gritty 101. And this is just a great, simple 2-page document that overviews the stem cell revolution, the problem, the solution, this historic breakthrough, talks about our visionary founder, the company, and it just goes on and on. So it's all there for you. And so, gosh, Judy, I think that was all we had to share from this section. Anything you wanted to say before we kind of click back out of this?
Yes. How long did it take you, Gregory, to create that executive summary? It's so slick, nice short bullet points, 2 pages. How many hours did it take you to come up with a vision for it, and secondly, the organization, and finally, all the bullet points, not to mention the layout? I just really want to acknowledge what you put into that. So how long?
Well, I didn't count the hours, days, weeks, or probably months that I worked on it, but it was many hours, many days, many weeks, probably into well over a month, just fine tuning it, pushing it out. We have a weekly directors call that when any of you folks become director, we're going to invite you to join us on our directors call every Wednesday morning, and got a lot of constructive feedback from a lot of our directors and above that are on those calls. And, I just knew it was a valuable tool because people need this information. So if someone's brand new, and you can use this, share it with someone they're brand new after they join your business, because this is the facts and fundamental aspects of our business that everyone should know. And it's got 2 pages on the backside. Come on, open up. It goes into the benefits. It goes into a brief overview of the compensation and the 3 ways to get started. So this is kind of like a LifeWave product and business opportunity cheat sheet that you could have on your desk and use it for talking points when you're on the phone with somebody.
Yes, I often have this executive summary open in front of me on Nitty Gritty 101. I just pull up the website when I'm doing a 3-way call. It just keeps me on track. It's got concise bullet points. That way, I am duplicatable. So the distributor on the line can hear me using these bullet points, And I can tell the person who I'm doing a three-way call with, I've got this executive summary up in front of me, and we don't have to memorize everything, but it,
Mhm.
they're amazing points. So once again, it's duplicatable right from the get-go.
And one
So
more
thank you, Gregory.
Yeah, one more little secret I'll tell you about the executive summary. Actually, it did take me over a year to create this because I created an X39 LifeWave PowerPoint, and this is the bullets and the essential bullets and content from the PowerPoint. So if you want to see me do a 13-minute PowerPoint presentation covering almost the same identical material, you can go to liveyoungerreplay.com, and yours truly doing a PowerPoint presentation of this. And that PowerPoint is available for downloading. And you can find the information on how to download that in our weekly newsletter.
Well, Gregory, after this call, I'm going to add that replay right to this page. So you see the executive summary. Do you want to listen to Gregory going through it? Boom, there we are.
Oh, instant gratification. You're so good. Okay, well, I know we're almost done, met our 30-minute time slot, but I know, Judy, we wanted to talk about the other side of the business. Do you want to kind of lead us into that?
Give me a clue.
I will. Okay.
Okay.
This is a business, as good as you are, if you get really good with if you get really good at using InTouch, if you're really good, you might be able to recruit 20, 30, 40 people or more into your business over the next year. But if you don't duplicate, you'll only have 20, 30, or 40 or more people in your business. Whereas if you can duplicate and teach some of the other people joining your business to also be doing that, you could end up with 2, 3, 4, 500 or more people in your business by the end of this year. The choice is yours.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
there's just a little note up here that Judy Daniel is a can-do person as well as a do it now. That's funny. That's because of GoDaddy website. But yes, that duplication, it's what I think of, Gregory, having taught theater arts or drama for quite a while, is that you can give the same script to 20 people. Each person will take that script, such as a daily method of operation. They will imbue that script with who they are, their personality, how they say it, but it's still the script. It's still those 6 points, but you can bring it to life with your personality, and it's duplicatable because it's those 6 points that you created. Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. So we do encourage you, one of the keys to success in this business is to learn it, to do it, and to teach it. If you learn and do, you could end up with dozens of people in your business by the end of this year. If you learn it and do it and teach it, you could end up potentially with hundreds. So it's that little difference that makes the big difference in life, and the little difference is duplication.
Yes, beautifully said. Someone just asked where the replay is for this, and this will be available on Monday on our Live Younger YouTube channel.
And it's being broadcast on our Live Younger Facebook, so it'll be available there shortly, because it's live right now, and it takes Facebook just a little while to process it, so it can be available for replay. So
Gregory, it's wonderful to be in business with you and Robin and everyone else in the Live Younger team. It truly is a joyful business being with you and Robin. You just imbue joy and heart and systems. It's just an absolute delight.
Oh, well, thank you, Judy. And the feeling is mutual, and it's so fun growing younger together with you.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
All right. Well, goodbye, everyone. It's been great being with you. And for those of you who are listening to the replay, we hope you find benefit out of this. And in the meantime, keep on patching.
I love it. Keep on patching, everybody. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.